The following is a high school assignment. 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 The following is a high school. Since the 13th century, Japan has been using the coin currency known as yen, but before this, they were actually using rice as currency. In this current day, yen has been both coin and paper currency. Interesting. Now can we talk about the kind of economy Japan has? Most certainly. Speaking of which, I'd like to talk to you about their economic history. Ah yes! Back in 1853, Japan's long period of isolation was ended by the US imposing trade on them. Later in 1853, Japan would fight in a war with China for 9 months. This would end with Japan imposing trade on Asia's mainland, later leading to them becoming a world-leading power in 1910, and later declaring war on the US in 1941 with the bombing of Pearl Harbor. This would lead to the US later bombing both Hiroshima and Nagasaki. After the war ended in 1945, Japan would rebuild the nation into what it is today. China would later impose tariffs in 2001, and later Japan would face an economic crisis in 2009. Interesting. How is Japan's economy currently doing? Japan is currently a developed country with its vast trade and great technological advancement, even having a central bank in charge of banknotes, maintaining financial system stability, and achieving price stability. They are even in the trade groups APEC and the TPS, with their primary imports being oil and food, and their primary exports being manufactured goods, textiles, steel, and cars. Cars? Yes, major corporations like Tokyo have been supplying cars globally and have had a major impact on the global motor industry since the 1970s. Of course, there are companies that have left such a global impact outside of Toyota. For instance, Mitsubishi UFJ Financial is a banking company that has several segments. These segments include the Integrated Retail Banking Business Group for retail banking services. Integrated Corporate Banking Business Group covers domestic corporate business. Integrated Trust Asset Business Group provides management and administration services for pension and security trusts. And lastly, Integrated Global Business Group, Global Markets, covers businesses outside of Japan, including 29 states of the 50 states in America. Another example is Sony. Sony, the company who owns PlayStation, made the Spider-Man movies and the Spider-Verse soon-to-be trilogy. The very same. Sounds like they have a lot of monopolies. Though companies like Sony and Mitsubishi have a strong influence, similar to Amazon, Japan's Fair Trade Commission Anti-Monopoly Act and competition policies aim to prevent cartels and monopolies. Sounds like Japan has a lot to offer. Though there are a few problems, the people enjoy their economy. What kind of problem? For starters, Japanese GDP has decreased by 0.7% since last year. Also, the national debt is pretty bad. How bad is it? Japan's ratio of debt to gross domestic product is higher than America's, sadly. Also, it is believed to increase by 28% by 2099. And what about their domestic affairs? The percentage of Japanese citizens in poverty is 15.4%, and though their government did create a welfare program, public assistance, or Seikatsuhogo, it hasn't had much effect. Japan inflation rate has also increased at a 4-year high by 3.4% as of March 2026. The percentage of the unemployed citizens is also 2.7%. Has there been any major cause of this? Two, but one of the issues might be resolved soon. The issue that is likely not to be resolved soon is the lack of fertility caused by a lack of parentary leave and the reduced burden on working mothers. Because of this, the Japanese population has been at quite the decline. In fact, from 1995 to 2024, the working population has been at a decline of 16%. Interesting. Now about the part that might be resolved. Ah yes, Japan has been following the same tradition since the 1990s, and in 2023 lost its place as the world's third largest economy. Though Japan's digital transportation minister Taro Kono hopes to change that for the better. I see. Thank you for joining us, Keijin. Of course. Happy to be here. But can I ask one question? Of course. What is it? Why is our frame rate so slow? Oh, that's because the animator doesn't have enough time. One final note. Part of the reason why this isn't better animated and feels kind of like a slideshow is because, well, I'm bloody tired and I don't have enough time. So sorry about that. I need sleep. Thank you and goodbye.